shoot me, and I say it on live radio, that he would get me pregnant every carnival so I would not jump.
What about?
Ring that bell, yeah. Yes.
Are we recording this?
You know when they wrote it when I got the song, it's like, why all in my business? Because
wait, you didn't write the song?
No, I did not. Not none. Not Nenny, not Nenny, not Nenny, not Nenny, not Nenary, not Nen.
So these people who write that song know your business?
Apparently, Rickety and
somebody
Cutty.
will know my Rickety and Cutty write a song for me. You had a song they write for me? I want to whine on it. I look like people that want to whine on things.
When you drink.
Answer you honestly, or you know.
Answer me honestly.
Okay,
you want
When
to
you drink, yes.
Oh, I look. Boy, I don't have to drink to whine on thing, boy.
Oh God.
No, we still have, you know, that oil, you know, we still have oil. So yes, the songs were very, very relative, and I'm not embarrassed to say, because if anybody knows my story, I've always been public about the things that I've been through, especially relationship wise, and the two hardest hitting were the ones that I had children with. So when it came to, especially for the last one, my last two, the song, the one that I'm in groovy with, thank God, it was a case where he was a little bit what's the word? He's insecure. I always tend to meet a lot of insecure men, because both of them was the same way. Like, because I'm an artist, they will just put things on me. They will put things on me that were not true, and I had to really
don't stop. Hold on. It is time women start talking.
Yes.
Women just get blamed for a lot of things, you know. It's time. God damn.
Yes.
Thank God you come here this morning.
Let me tell you, baby girl, and I'm never embarrassed to talk about it, because these are things that made me who I am today. Right. I endured a lot of it from both of them, in the fact that, hey, I'm an artist, and I love to express myself. I'm a very expressive person in all aspects of myself. So when they meet me, it's always nice, glamorous. Oh my gosh, she's a singer. Especially for the last one, like, he wanted me to sing, but sing to you, sir.
No, I would sing to you, sir. How much you paying?
Correct, but then I'm bringing money home. Hey, I'm working. You coming to work with me, and yet you're still, accusing me of things that I'm not doing. And then after having children, I was going through postpartum.
Right.
One postpartum, but pre, antenatal depression. You understand? So I had depression during pregnancy and after, and I had the two children back to back, so it was a lot, and I was working, and to be going through all of that, and still trying to find myself, and the music was the one thing that really kept me grounded and sane, because that's the one thing I really had to say that was still part of me. Everything else was lost in being a mother and trying to be a girlfriend. But then to have somebody who was staying with me to just be accusing me like, you have other people. I say, but okay, if I have other people and you staying with me and we sleeping together, do I take a broom and I fly at night and I leave you there? Because,
Hey, don't say that, them days.
I'm not from Bourbon, I am not from Bourbon, I'm a little occultic. I'm a little occultic, but I'm not that deep. Richard Fire. I have not unlocked the flying powers yet, my people. Oh, I have not. But let me go to Africa. I'll come back.
The same way, women, even me, I've been in the industry since I was 19 years old. Even me, I'm always very reluctant to date in the industry, because I know what happens.
A lot of things happen in the industry.
Just dating, period, being an entertainer, it becomes an issue, because at one time the person you're with, they will celebrate and love you for that aspect, but it's the same aspect that they will detest you for. Like making comments like all entertainers are promiscuous and things like that, and like you're always seeking attention from outside, and sometimes that's not even the case. If people really do understand me, like know me personally, I'm a very, very shy person. I'm a very reserved person. Yes, I love to dance. Yes, I love to party, and that's the things that as I said, that's part of my meditation. That's my relief.
But when it comes to you,
I'm very reserved. I will keep to myself, but I'm a friendly person. I will say hi to people. I will talk to people. You understand? But I will not cross the line and do anything that I know that I'm, not expected of me being with somebody.
And the other part about it is you'd expect your own partner to at least know that.
Yes, and that's things I really do communicate. I love to talk.
I said it to a friend of mine. There's a difference with getting attention and looking
for it
for attention. People like us will walk into anywhere, and people, even if they don't recognize you, there's an energy that you possess that people are going to be like, oh, did you see that girl? They don't know who you are. Did you see that girl? And there are people who actually do things for people to
get
see
For
them.
attention.
Right.
And sometimes you're not even getting it, and boy, that's a
I
whole
can
problem.
take myself, if you
That's
know
a
me
whole
well,
other problem.
if you know me well, I would come early enough. I take myself and stick myself in a little corner by a bar where I could find a rum. I can stay right
By
there.
the Calaway.
And I'm not going to be the one in the middle dancing.
Hyping,
if I
making
feel
noise,
like
making
doing
a scene.
something, I'll
Do
do it
something.
where
When
I
you run
am.
tell you use a big
Big
dance.
dance.
Right.
You go
I'm
dance.
a big dancer way for the I just love music. Give me my
What's the
music.
music hit?
But you know what's going
Before
to
the run.
happen? No matter what hole you find yourself in a party, in a cabaret, in a fete, the camera will find you.
Correct.
That's true.
That's the difference.
That is true.
The alcohol is here.
We talk about it so much.
Big
Yeah,
up
big
Peter.
up
We
Big up
manifested
Peter.
You know, big up Peter Rum Vibe.
My idea
And big up our fridge, because I can't believe this is this cold.
Yes, and he just put it, you know.
Yeah,
people.
boy.
Just put it.
You know what we're
Nice.
going to do? To the two baby daddies who be stressing people out.
Don't stress me no more though, because I am tired for that.
Because you see
Because-
that you go.
I want you to be a DJ today. Press that play button. You see that one right there? Just
This
press
one right there,
it.
just press it.
Right there.
For you too tight for you to go. Well, I don't wanna no more. What's time for you too tight for you to go? I don't wanna no more. That never stopped you when you had your plans. So why you studying me? So how when only things get out of hand, it's now you studying me. You telling me this, you telling me that. You calling me witch, you calling me rat. You give me something, you're taking it back. What the is that? Now you see me with a man, shaking your head and your mouth long. Tell all your friends.
Real
What's time for
FM,
you
your
to
carnival
time for you to
headquarters.
I don't wanna no more. What's time for you to time for you to go? I don't wanna no more. That never stopped you when you had your plans. So why you studying me? So how when only things get out of hand, it's now you studying me. You telling me this, you telling me that. You calling me witch, you calling me rat. You give me some
Yeah, boy.
You like Roro.
You bring that Roro. I just say we like Roro.
True story.
Y'all,
Time.
hands down. I do have some amazing interviews here on Real FM for the past, how many years are here? 5 years?
5 years.
But here's the thing. We've had a lot of artists come through. And even certain songs, I know the truth about the song, but they can still try to come in and be politically correct
and modest about
and
it.
tell you, no, this song is based on this. And I sitting down there and I watching them and I
And
say,
then,
if
we
you don't
know.
stop lying,
Stop it.
why don't you
I give
just
them their
tell
props. I
us
give them
what
their
the
props.
song is about? I mean, and these are the interviews that I like. Be honest.
Just be real.
This is the most realest interview.
This
Just stick with
is
it. Just be real.
On Real FM. We're on Real FM after all.
This is the
man.
realest interview.
And I'm a very open and authentic person. You understand?
And this
I
is
am
why
not
you
perfect,
are where you are.
But I use my what I've been through, because outside of music I do like spiritual work with. That's why I say I'm in the little occultic thing. I do
Right.
spiritual work with people.
Well, what kind of spiritual work talking about?
Well, if you have any like blockages, I could help remove that in spiritually.
So you know
And
somebody put my name in a cucumber for me?
I
You
don't know
can
that, but just in case, in case they do it, I could have,
Alright,
unfreeze that. I'll saw it out. I can saw it out.
I just don't know what to tell you to do with your cucumber. Michael,
First was egg, now it's
just
cucumber.
Cucumber, yeah, every time
Magic
you
safe.
that freeze it, you know.
Japan, I just don't know what to
That's
tell
what they
you
call
to do with the
freezer spell.
cucumber. I don't know what to
They
tell
call
you
it
to
freezer
do.
spell. So that's to stop somebody from,
Oh,
progressing
really?
and whatnot. Yeah, but
Do you
I mean,
think
everything
these
is
things work?
they do based on intention. Based on the person's intention.
how do
But
you know?
it can or cannot affect you based on what you believe.
Yeah, your belief.
Right.
Okay.
Because I always believe if there's good, there has to be evil.
Yes,
True.
and it's balanced.
Yeah.
The same thing that could be used for good can be used for evil.
True. You know what
You know,
I
a
believe?
Haitian man tell me that. A Haitian man tell me the same Bible you're using for good, we
They
is
use it-
used for bad.
Intention is what it is. The intention behind the words that
Ah.
is spoken.
Well,
Intentions for me to be rich.
Now,
What
everybody
I
wants
believe-
now. Everybody wants to be
says
rich,
it.
but
For
nobody
me,
don't want to
believe.
take the consequences
believe
with come just being rich, because
who Jah bless,
it's not
no
just
man
about
curse.
being rich.
That is
it's
my belief.
How are you gonna be rich, and how can you maintain being rich?
I got it is money. It's
Yeah.
perfect to get rid
Wow.
of.
To get into,
I eat in Nigerian money. I feel his joke. I eat him.
yeah. I also help a lot of women, a lot. People don't know the work I do in the background outside of music to help them, bring them back on course in terms of persons who have been abused, persons who have especially from young, that childhood trauma, to help them get over it, because it does carry throughout adulthood. It does affect your relationship.
It's not using things and burning things.
No, well, you can do these things.
I
You
can
could
burn my
burn
sage
stuff.
and thing, yeah.
You could burn sage. You could burn your intentions, like
Oh,
writing
but
it out and
sage is
burning
not.
it.
So it's not anything bad that you're
It's
doing.
no, it's not anything bad. People will perceive
love
it
sage.
as bad. Because imagine, when I started, I do card readings. I actually have an interview on Choice. I think they took it down because I guess a lot of people complained about it. But I did a live interview, live reading on Choice. Yeah, I did that. I didn't bring them. I don't really work with
Yeah, I didn't
them.
bring that.
So anytime we could do another interview with that, and let me tell you, everybody was shocked as to how I read them with the cards and how I just tapped into their life, and everybody was like, "How you know that?"
What the
I
cards
always
say
say that.
about finals you?
I don't go into them. I don't want to go into it either. I do not want to go. I don't. You see things like that, like to find the outcome of something. I don't do it for myself.
But you do it for other people.
I will do it for somebody.
So can you
else.
find out the outcome if I have a chance of being a millionaire in a few years or anything
So
like
you
that?
can go back to money. I'll do that for you.
Alright.
We'll talk outside of the
Any one of them
interview.
get the money, I know what to do with
them.
them.
All right. But yeah, so that's why I'm so candid with things that I have been through and my experiences, because I know I can relate. So I'm not. If you know, like if you used to follow me on Facebook and stuff, all my business used to be out. So let me tell you, I used to be very, very talkative about it and things that I've been through, because I always believe my voice could be that for somebody else. And a lot of women would inbox me and say, I don't know how you do it. You're so strong and brave to come and talk about it. And then they will share their story with me. But they're not able to do it themselves because of the stigma and whatnot attached to it. I'm always a never care person in that sense. That,
Nobody not
hey,
living before me. I just run
Hey.
so fast.
Currently, let me tell you, my
You
first
not
love was
even
track and
before
field, and
me.
that's why it was
You.
my first love. Let me tell you, I'm ranting.
I don't care how much-
Julian, Cooley.
Cooley.
I
I
know
don't care how
Cooley.
how much I love you. I don't care how much I love your family.
I've reached the point of career.
Hey, love me, folks. I don't run so fast. You will swear I never love you. When I tell you I gone, I gone. Thank God
Outside,
you.
yeah, I learned.
Thank God.
I ended up being that way because when you see you, I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign. I'm a
Hey.
Sophie.
Hey.
She goes with the flow.
I'm a love Sophie. But I'm also Capricorn too. So I'm hardcore. So I have that little.
Them
Hey.
Capricorns horrible.
Let me tell you, hardcore. So I could be extremely lovey-dovey and all that, but I could also just like, okay,
Be cool.
out of there, cool.
Capricorn
Cool like
shut
the old
down.
body Pisces. You check it?
Capricorn
I
shut
can.
down.
So I always go with love first, and even when I deal with people, I always have, and it's a genuine thing. I don't like to be fake. I don't like to pretend. If my energy doesn't go with you and we have to be in the same room, we will work together, because if I have to do it, I will do
I
it.
have to, yeah.
But I will not become very personal with
I
you.
will.
Right.
You understand? I will not become personal
I'll
with
know
you
my
because
limits
there's
with you.
something that's telling me, hey, and my intuition is extremely strong, extremely powerful. That's
I got
why I tap into
that.
it. I have that gift.
I got that.
I got that gift strong. That's why I use it. I was blessed with it, and I'm using it to help.
Yep.
So I've helped so many women and a few guys, who came to me with whatever they did, their story.
Consider that.
Yes,
See that?
and
Never
outside
again.
of the music, that's something I always wanted to push, but I want to intertwine. I want to combine the two of them, because I can. People say, okay, well, you're spiritual thing, but why you whining? So hello, this is what helps me. Y'all have no idea how the whining and the
Tell them
spiritual.
that's the Holy Spirit.
You understand?
Alright, it's just moving
Chloe
through
and them
you.
have a song that keeps
It's
down
moving
right.
through
You understand?
Best you bring your cards on the stage.
I-
for
All on this stage.
let me tell you what to do. You
But
got
the
to
presentation,
part of your presentation. Bring your cards. Read
they're
your
lucky
cards.
they're taking people crystal ball out of one.
Oui, mama. Oh, mama.
But there, Lucio. No, y'all lit this morning. As someone said something this morning, one of the workers this morning said, "Collision, I thought today was Wednesday. Don't you get to the rock and tell the woman, what do you have for breakfast, marijuana?" Y'all on this morning. Y'all on this morning. Okay. The song you did not make it with, your power. Which one was it again?
Runaway.
Oh, I don't have Runaway on my computer. Who missed me on that one?
It
boy?
ran off your computer.
Just go and get it there, please.
Alright, I go get it. Don't worry. I got it.
Tell me what. Okay, first of all, do you think that it was just that you did not make it to finals with that song? Because most people, when they hear they ain't make it, but listen, are you one of those people who thought that you should have made it?
To be honest, power for me was neither here or there. But I know the competition for power would have been very, very stiff. You understand? It would have been a hefty one.
For you all to come and tell me I must go and compete against Ricky.
Let me tell you. You understand? And
If you go even
for me,
you might have a chance.
that's the probably if we go together.
Yeah, if you go together, you might have a chance.
You never know.
Next year, 2026, I'm looking for you.
Correct.
Ricky, we coming! Nori, we coming! Don't slide!
Don't
Check
traumatize
it
us,
out.
my lady.
Yes.
Don't traumatize us. But
We're
yeah,
coming with the cards.
I did feel a way to be.
And the crystal ball.
I know Collision go stop troubling me with that. I did feel a little way, but I understood. I understood. If I didn't make it to the groovy, I think I would have been more disappointed
Me too.
than anything
Honestly.
else. The power, I always say, because I said it's the first time for me doing power. It was. I enjoyed my performance as I always do, but I know it was a stiff or heavier competition. So not making it wasn't too much of a heavy hit for me.
Okay, at least you one of the honest ones. Because
Yeah.
any and everybody will come in here and say, I don't understand how I didn't make it. How you don't understand and I understand.
No.
I prefer
They either watch the tips.
recording the song or performing it live.
Always live.
You sure for real?
Always live.
Most people will
Always
be like,
live.
I'd rather be in the studio. I like
Because
crowds. I
the
like
thing
this.
about me, if you realize, I practically sound the same.
Not practically, you do. You sound just
Sound
like the
the
record.
same.
Yeah, you're consistent.
So for me, that's why I prefer, and I myself don't. Sometimes I don't like to hear myself recorded. I think a few musicians or singers are like that. They don't like to hear themselves recorded. But for some reason, the last set of music that I did with Kuti, yeah, very very satisfied with it. So I comfortable on stage. I don't have to lower my voice or bring it up.
Yeah.
He even asked me like, "You sure you could sing that song?" No, I said, "Yeah, because I recorded it."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Did
I
you
have
hear
a
how she
very-
controlled her vocals
The
in here?
stage is
And
her
you
second
have
home.
very wide range.
another artist we spoke about yesterday, another amazing, super amazing vocalist. And I almost ask you if you don't mind working with her now, but then I don't know people's situation. Another very amazing vocalist that we spoke about yesterday. She just does not know how to control
Her voice.
Her range.
voice. She many times I heard, and I ain't no big singer, just like I ain't no big dancer, and I could tell that didn't come out too good.
Ooh.
You know, so off air and off the record, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. I have had a lot of, well, I started off, well, I'm a natural singer, meaning I was born being able to sing.
So you don't need the rum to make you a big singer.
I don't.
Nah, she ain't don't.
I don't. For anything, actually. I don't need the rum. But it's always nice to just have a little sip now and
Yeah,
then.
big
You
up Peter
understand?
Oram vibes.
Big
What
up
do you
Peter
mean?
Oram vibes all the time. But, and I've had a lot of years of experience in singing. I was part of the National Youth Choir.
It's
And
Wow.
always the choir. Mommy, why did you not? My mother probably knew I couldn't sing.
Send them to the choir from early.
yes, I've been trying to get my daughter to go because, I don't know why she's not. I just leave her alone now.
It's probably not her
Yeah,
thing.
she's
Not-
only
not- not her time.
10. But she loves to sing.
She know now.
And she
She
can
already know
sing.
what she wants to do now. At
She
10.
just
Can
afraid
sing,
of
but
the-
she's more
the
into the
crowd, the
dancing.
stage.
She's more into the dancing.
Okay.
That's the thing now. So I'm giving her some time. But I always told her the purpose for the choir is for things like you mentioned, voice control, getting your ranges. And as I realized over the years, my range have expanded, and I think it's because of the experience. I'm also going to give credit to me shouting after my children 24/10 because
And then man
That's
that
another
tried-
range by
Hello.
itself.
And the two men
That's
that
another
men knew.
range by
And the
itself.
two men who had to leave, not now.
That's shout after them too.
So big. That's why I give them their props. They deserve it in that sense. So big of you. But all these things, have me in a point and also performing on stage, being part of the band I was in the band for almost, this year would have been 8 years. But it was 8 years because I joined about January, yes. So 8 years being with the band and having that experience of singing, jumping, I learned to really hone in on that craft. So sometimes you may not see me waking up 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I'm rehearsing. I love to sleep. Sorry about that. But I will always be singing. And would you imagine there was a point in time in my life where I was so down and depressed. Almost a year I did not sing. Not even
Imagine
almost
How
a
did
being
year.
that affect
depressed.
your vocals?
Nigel, imagine me
Not
being depressed
singing,
like
not even
Andrew.
singing over a song, not humming a song, just not singing.
Did that have
at
any kind of
all.
effect on your vocals, on your range and stuff?
It didn't.
Not practicing?
Actually, when I actually got back interested in singing, I lost my voice quite a few times. Being on the ship, I got laryngitis. I was on steroids because the different weather conditions. I had so many problems with my vocals throughout the time. That's one of the reasons why I decided I'm not doing ship anymore, because it was a really a heavy task on my vocals and the type of songs. Imagine singing ABBA.
Oh,
Right.
gosh.
You can dance, you can jam every night for 6 months.
Oh my god.
I would have to record myself.
Sometimes
and
two to three times a day.
That's a lot. Your
And,
vocals will
and
be
I
inflamed.
I sing on like as they do on records. So I don't lower my vocals. I do
Right.
exactly
Ow.
so that high range every night. All the songs I do it exact from Whitney all the way down. Exactly. I do not change it. I do not lower it. I sing it exact, and I have to do that. After a while, the weather conditions, sometimes we go in extreme cold,
Yeah.
then we go to extreme heat, and all that. And then being a Caribbean girl, we only know that we have to go to places like Norway, where it's
Oh, gosh.
negative.
Yeah, we
Okay,
that's
all
we
right.
can't even get to the
Correct.
low. So imagine
So,
the
and
negatives.
you have to be singing sometimes outdoor to tables and chairs because it's so cold for the people to sing.
They selfing
Okay,
outside.
all right.
Right.
So, going through all, I lost my voice. I got sick many times. So, throughout the years, I learned to work around it. I have this, as I mentioned earlier, this little gift where
If it wasn't Church of God, it would have been a child father.
If you feel that, then I should.
Answer it on air. Let me see.
Alright.
Maybe they call it for a card
Let me
reading.
go and see who's that there. Red FM, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, good morning.
How you doing?
We good, we good. How about
Now,
you?
I am not even listening to you all, but I have a question, and I think I want to pose it to Nigel Nicholas
Eh.
Hey,
and
you have to be listening to us, man.
You have to be
Collision.
listening though.
and Collision.
And collision. What's the question?
Yeah, I want to pose that question to the two of them.
Drop it.
How is it possible that you come in as a defending monarch in a competition? So you come and defend your monarch, and then you come in to attack the monarch for you to get it back,
In competition.
or for you to take it from yourself.
I get where he's coming from.
Oh, you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Well, one, it could be strategy. You understand? Playing chess. You understand? I think competition is all about chess moves. So it could be a chess move to defend. It's still a form of defending.
It really is.
You could defend your song, and you could also defend a feature. I don't think there are any
No.
stipulations against
But
doing
let me
At least
ask.
not yet.
They don't have any now.
None.
You're defending your monarch,
Yeah.
but you're still
So-
attacking yourself. You're still coming to take the crown from yourself.
No, but how is it taking the crown from yourself? You still defend.
All right, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
For instance, the soca monarch champion is Ricky T.
Right.
Ricky T has to defend his monarch, right?
Right.
And then he's going to come to compete with himself with Mata and Goose or whoever he's coming to sing with. To do what?
I see your point. What I'm saying is, right, it's still a form of defense because basically it's a chess move for him. You understand?
But that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
But is it
That's
against the rules though?
It's not.
Is it? Yeah.
Because
So-
the other song is not
I mean,
registered under him.
everybody open to the
Exactly,
to
it's not
He's
his
more.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not.
feature.
It's not like it's
feature.
his
He's
song.
from what I understand, he's a feature on the song. You understand?
He
So
did not register
so
the
so
song.
basically, in my opinion, it's a chess move. It's a
It
strategy.
really is.
No, but to me that's not a strategy because it's a competition. You
But how
telling
is it
me?
not a strategy
You telling me?
if he's going
could
to-
But he competing.
He is competing though.
But I defended and I competed against.
I, under,
We get
Helen,
where you're coming
I understand
from.
fully what you're saying, but until there are rules against it, it's fair game.
If there were rules against it, then it shouldn't be happening.
But honey, that's what we tell
But that's
you.
what we're saying.
Unless there are
Unless-
rules against it, because right now it's still perfectly legal to do. And I don't think that's something that Nigel and myself could answer. I think you got to go deep into whoever makes the rules to answer that, the committee. For now, all we could tell you is that it is a chess
is
move,
legal.
and until it is changed, it is fair game.
But I can't understand how it's fair.
But it's fair game.
It is fair, my brother. It is fair.
Yeah, I must say it's not fair, you know. I just cannot understand how is that fair.
Yeah, so it's
You
up to
know
the
what-
authorities
you know
to,
what you're telling me
'cause
now?
people are talking
Yeah.
about it right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
up to the officials, the authorities, the movers and shakers to put it up to discussion, and for 2026, see if it's still
If
something
anything
that
will
they-
change,
You
right.
understand? Yeah.
When Ricky won the crown last year, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't he come second place with another two set of fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're telling me you win the crown and you still come in second?
So right now, is the artist, if the artist, the competitors,
The second song.
if they have an issue with
It's
it,
not
bring
his song.
it up with the committee and then take it from there. But for now, for 2025,
Yep.
It's perfectly
it is
legal.
Currently,
it is allowed.
perfectly allowed.
Illegal, you know. But I'm just trying to understand
We just
how
said
is it
illegal, you say
possible
it's
that we
illegal.
are allowed to go on for so long?
Say that. I'm not hearing you clearly.
What was that?
Say that again.
I don't understand how we are allowing it to go on for so long. I could go back as far as telling you when.
That's a recent thing.
I think it's a recent. Over the past 5 years, I think
Yeah,
we've
There's
seen features
collabs,
on,
they have,
on
they have
stage.
collabs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
I know
something
for
that's been
sure
going on
it
for too
happens
long.
in Trinidad in terms of I've seen featured artists perform on stage. So if it's an issue for the artists, they should bring it up. And yeah,
Well, have you noticed in Trinidad right now they have every only single competitors?
I've seen features for Soca Monarch before in Trinidad.
Yeah, but have you noticed recently only single competitors?
So again, it's up to the committee to
That's right. It's up to the committee.
discuss it. Have the artists as part of the conversation, and fix it if it has to be fixed.
Superman won the crown. Right? Hello?
You listening?
When Ricky T and Superman won the crown, Ricky T and Superman come and defend the crown. And Ricky T come and sing by himself, and Superman come and sing by himself.
Well, I think what it is, right? The technicalities in that is that it's not his song. He's a featured artist on the song.
But it's not his song.
So let's say Mata featuring Ricky T. They perform the song. The winner of the crown is Mata.
It's Mata,
Yeah, it's Mata.
Ricky T gets featured as a credit.
on it.
You understand? Because it's Mata's song, not Ricky T's song.
The main thing is who is registered.
That's a loophole there, you know.
That's
That's what they call a loophole.
Yeah.
So until they address the loophole, it's perfectly illegal right now.
Huh?
I say until they do something about it, it's going to remain a loophole. And then artists could use it as a strategy to place. You understand?
But even now they've put a little bit more stipulations on it, with regards to whomever the song is registered under. They're the one who's supposed to be doing the majority of the performance.
And we saw that last year with Ricky T pushing back a lot. He was never at any point to the front of the stage.
Nope.
And I think this year we're going to see, because he's not the only one with more than one song on competition night.
Right.
We see Imran Nerdy appearing on stage, I think 3 times, same as Ricky.
Yeah.
3 times. So if anything has to change, it would have to change from next year, because I mean right now we're going into finals.
Yeah, so
Right.
it can be done now.
Always Lucia say, you see a ball, you taking the ball.
You take the ball.
That's the Lucian thing about self.
Yeah. So did we answer your question, sir?
Yeah, you did.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
913-915.
This is
I want to say he wasn't listening.
That is a Lucian for you.
this is the exact this is exactly what you mean when people tell you see and you hear but you still don't understand.
No, but the thing is, the man has a very...
He does have a valid point.
He does have a valid point.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I think something will be done about it.
I think so.
And I'm happy that he called, because it's all about... if something troubling you, I always tell people, say,
Yeah.
get it off your chest.
Get it off your
Be
chest.
real.
A lot of people mentioned that, as he mentioned last year, that Ricky won and he's still placed with the guys, but then
And they
the
did not change
background-
it.
The background of it is that he was not registered with their song. You know, it's whoever under Bronx or Mata
Right.
it was registered, because every song has to have one person registered. Even if 6 people are singing, one
of them has to
person could register. You understand? So at the end of the day, Collision I will have a song and it's under Collision name. If we were to win, she will be called the singer, the winner.
Because she's the one who registered the
whatever
song.
check they have to give will be on her name, not she and
I
mine.
like to see my name on a check.
Okay, you understand? So that's the difference. But as I said, it's a loophole, and I think a lot more people have been tapping into it, especially this year with all the collabs that we've seen.
A lot of collabs.
You understand?
The collaborations are very good, especially if we're going to export our music, because
It is.
you tap into anybody's network, and if
Correct.
it's one extra person you find to follow you, that's an addition to
Exactly.
your network. You
Exactly.
understand? So it works. But for competition now, that's for the committee to decide if something is going to be done about it, if something has to
That's
be
right.
changed.
Yeah. If it becomes so much of an issue, then
Last year it was brought up, and that was 2024. Going into 2025, we still have not seen, we've heard, but we
We've
still
heard.
have not seen any changes being made.
So maybe for
So
next
if
year.
anything has to be done, maybe it's for
next
next
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
couldn't be on the people's stage twice, because from the first time I go, I
The
vote.
first one, boy.
Hey,
One alone.
Hey,
Alone.
look, the anticipation, the little anxiety, everything
Yeah, man.
comes when you after you're done. Let me tell you, I was about to die.
Boy.
I know, and you
Breathing.
mentioned
Yeah.
even your power
Yeah.
so make you run away.
Let me tell you, literally, right? I was like panting afterwards, like, "But how y'all doing that?"
What do you plan on doing with Runaway after competition?
I still want to push and promote it, because I, as I said, I love the song. I really do love the song. Video because we haven't done anything visually for it as yet. So we're going to be working on that and still push it because I think it's a good song. As I said, it's outside of the normal type of power soca. It tells a story. It's very relatable, and I think it's a very fun song. So, yeah.
You like soap so much. It's 8 minutes past 11. Not station manager, not co-host, not Pearson going to say collision. Take a commercial break.
Look at you.
Hello, we're going for a commercial
You
break.
gotta
And
take it.
look, you could read my palms.
I don't do palm reading though.
Try. We taking a break. I'm going and get a reading there. Bye.
I want to learn it, you know. I want to learn it.
See something there.
Real FM, your carnival headquarters. Get familiar with the songs for St. Lucia Carnival 2025. Real FM, your carnival headquarters.
I hooked on the taste of Domino's Pizza. I hooked on the flavor of Domino's Pizza. Always remember, nothing tastes better than Domino's Pizza. And what makes it greater is that we deliver service like no other. Prices are better. Always remember, nothing tastes better than Domino's Pizza.
Choose Domino's Pizza with locations in Rockney Bay, Caribbean Cinemas, William Peter Boulevard, and J4.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to Pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Imagine Podcastries, where local charm meets modern comfort, open to welcome the world. St. Lucia Cruise Port is transforming the Vendors Arcade into a vibrant, world-class shopping hub where local entrepreneurs thrive and visitors connect with authentic St. Lucian culture. Construction will happen in phases, keeping local businesses moving while progress builds. We continue to work with the Castries Constituency Council as we provide a modern design with greater comfort for an elevated, unique experience for both locals and passengers. This is an opportunity for us St. Lucians to grow, expand, and create a lasting legacy. This project is more than a facelift. It is a future built for St. Lucians. Podcastries, reimagined, redesigned, ready. St. Lucia Cruise Port, investing in people.
On Saturday, July 5th, country and western lovers, we're taking charge upstairs the Castries Market.
Upstairs the Castries Market.
For a night of pure country music. Dust out those cowboy boots and those outfits and come walk the floor to the best in country music. Featuring the Grandmaster, DJ Webby, and the entertainer, DJ Leroy. Action time, 7 p.m. Admission is only $10. It's a night of country at its best as we party to all the hits from yesteryear to all the current big ones. Upstairs the Castries Market is the spot to be on Saturday, July 5th. See you there.
What you're feeling.
Real FM, your carnival headquarters.
This carnival season, the crown awaits. Experience beauty in its truest form.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
season. Tickets are only $150 and can be purchased from the Cell outlets island-wide. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Press play.
We good, we
Japan,
there. We
it's in
alright.
press play yet. Nigel, he press pause. Heron, we good. And he got headphones on. Japan, press play. Kisale. Boy, big up yourself, Jay. We can bring the cards to work for Jaquan tomorrow.
Yes. A little special interview for you.
We need you to figure out what's going on.
The system had freeze, so I was a little off.
The system didn't freeze. That
but
was
you
my
know, by
console.
the controls, you're going to know. So
not controls, baby. It's the console. You have to press play on your press box.
True, but then I was watching the computer and they had put me off. So, anyways, back to the interview.
But before we go, of course, cause listen, we on for an hour and 15 minutes already. I know, and it's all good, no problem. You gotta big up Flow for us because this segment is sponsored by Flow.
Big up your Flow.
Before we go, I want to take a listen to Runaway. Someone said they're not hearing.
No, I unmuted it now.
Oh, okay. All right. We are going to take a listen to Runaway, and you're going to tell us a little more about it because yes, you give us the little story in the background, but our listeners did not hear it. So we're going to take a listen to Runaway right now, guys, and then Narati is going to tell us more about this one.
I am not.
right, that was it. Run away, run away, run away.
And y'all remember when she said Runaway was for one of her children, father. The one that wants to breed her every
carnival you, because I was the rabbit.
Listen, with that kind of comment, I would run away too sweet. I blame you. Nah, you ain't doing
rubbish.
Rubbish.
I am that.
But then when you run away, he go say, "Why are you running?
Why are you running?"
Why are you running?
Yes.
And Louis break down that song, because did you have any input on the song at all?
No.
Since you say, so how did you know the man was going to breed you every carnival?
When I heard it, I was like, but again, how do y'all know this is so? Because it brought me back to that time. Because I was always saying no, like you're not going to stop me nonetheless.
You look at you twice, 2 carnivals.
Yes, you. And let me tell you, almost 3, because I mean that when I was pregnant and one I just gave birth.
Almost a hat trick.
And you understand? I was like, you know what? No, that has to stop. That's a problem. You understand? And even things as going as far as, promise me a little costume at that time, because I would never get no costume.
What? Women that still fall for promise costumes.
That's back in the day. I mean, it's over what? It's over 10 years.
Back then.
So it's a while back, you understand? But I mean, we were together and he was working with a band at the time. So
and they don't give you the costume because, I mean, he's already anticipated the pregnancy.
Dude, stop.
I see women jumping pregnant.
Correct. I would have been one too. I would have been one. But it was when I got it, I felt like, hey, again, you're minding my business, and how y'all know I went through this. I did go through it in terms of not wanting me to participate in a carnival, and that's something I love. I've always loved carnival. I've been a carnival baby.
See if that remote have a mute button to mute
them. I want to send it to you.
Y'all watching us on Facebook, y'all listening on radio. Y'all doesn't know what is going on behind the scenes with Nigel and Jaquan. And what's yet if Jade was there?
Nigel wrong phone. Nigel wrong phone.
What Nigel saying?
So there you.
Or just the girl he made.
Let me see. It's me now.
Nigel wrong for that.
Today is very late. I love it.
Hello, tomorrow I'm not coming to work up. I need y'all to send, guys, messages to 487-9849. I need a mental day. Tomorrow I'm not coming to work up.
About 2 of them before that work.
Nigel and Jaquan is terrorize people on the job.
I ain't do nothing.
Poor job.
I'm not even a messenger. I just
receive the message. You participate. You ate at
oh my god.
You ate it at a bed.
No, it lit. Hey. Oh my god.
Guys,
no.
Where were we?
I laugh today there. I love it.
I didn't even know what an interview was.
I didn't even forget.
Yo, this.
Oh yes, you want to run away.
I want to run away. What you want to do?
Hey.
I said we could leave Jaquan and finish the show, take a couple of drinks and leave it for us.
Yeah. We finished it already.
Yeah. Today is a day that will go down in history for us. Today is actually the funeral of our legend.
That's right.
Nicole David.
By the way, a lot of people told me that on the night I reminded them of her so much. I got it on all angles, online, in person. I was like, I could understand why.
Okay,
I could understand that.
Why.
Because I believe she's somebody that I've idolized for. I mean, being the very first female soca artist to really have that vibe of being raw.
You're right.
You understand? And we're both Pisceans again, so I think we have that little connect, energy. And she's very stylish and she's a diva, and I have that energy. And she could sing.
She could.
Of course.
She had vocals, and I have vocals. So we have a lot of similarities in many ways. So, if anything, I would very much love to continue her legacy. Where she ended, I would love to take it further and at least be that representation in that way for St. Lucia, because I don't only see locally I see beyond just our small island, and you know, bring our flavor and our energy outside of just our state.
Well, that you do have the flavor and you do have the energy, and now we want to see you outside.
Yeah.
We want to see you outside. If there's any way we can help, even if it's via our social media platforms, to help you push your music a little more. Nigel does have
and that's one thing we gonna do that. We gonna be doing that.
On more than one page, he has more than one page that he works with. So Nigel, instead of sitting down there and making sticker about people, let me try and see how we can help this young lady. Yeah.
We have pictures, we have video.
So just don't forget, you see one thing about me, the minute you tag me, I will share.
Okay.
If you don't see me share, it's because I was not tagged or something, but I try my best not to miss, no matter how busy my inbox is, I try my best not to miss anything.
Yeah, man, and big up y'all, big up Real FM. Y'all always have especially the local music on rotation. I do.
Oh, that playing for months. Local music playing for months.
Yes.
We hearing nothing else.
Yes.
At least not 9 to 12.
Yes, and that's something that's commendable. And y'all don't just play the popular ones, you'll play everything.
Everybody gotta get it.
Once we get it, we play it.
Yeah, and I think that's important too, because outside of the radio, I mean, a lot of the artists don't get to perform again radio and competition.
Right.
A lot of the events they book certain artists, and again, as I was saying on the other radio station, I understand from the promoter's point of view that they will get people who will sell tickets, or you understand, so that's understandable. But also being an artist, it still is an issue. So I was thinking about to the committee, you know, bring back the little fringe events that used to help us promote our music back in the day. I remember doing backups. I was part of Matrix Band, and that's where I really started. It was Alpha and I doing backups. I remember that long time ago, you know. Yes,
on the 11.
You understand? And you know, there are things like Party in the Yard, Mass on the Square. They had the Cooler Fest. There are different little events where the artists.
You know, who was telling us about? Was it Cedille? There is something now at Point Seraphim.
Oh yes,
every Friday. Who's in charge of that? I'm not sure.
I think it's the Point Seraphim themselves, the company
that the guys
doing it.
And ladies, of course, could actually go out and showcase their music. So it's like after work line.
After work line every Friday. I think it's called Dweeve Friday.
They getting paid?
That I'm not sure of.
I must ask a question.
I'm not sure.
Because me and Nigel going to make a song now. Eh?
Correct.
Well, Nigel and I do have a song.
Yeah. So, you know, little things like that are important to help us push, you know, just for the live audience feel. Because I felt like if I didn't perform live for the soca semis, a lot of people would not really catch the vibe of the song.
Right.
Although it's been playing, but they wouldn't really feel the vibe of me performing it. So being able to perform is very, very important as for an artist. So again, if there's any way that it could bring, I mean, stakeholders, investors, you know, put something together for the artist at least before, during, and after the season.
God forbid also stars.
All that too. I come next year.
People going to kick you out of the competition.
I feel like they'll do me, you know. That's why I'm not supposed to do that. Not to go on. That's why I don't
she go excel beyond.
Go and join the one barrage drive.
The
one barrage drive lit you.
I feel like she would outshine the others if she goes.
I would. Because you know that's my thing.
Yeah.
So
I
would, to be honest, I wouldn't enter. I wouldn't mind being a judge, if anything.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Or you know,
given your experience.
But also
and
other thing that we could do to, as you mentioned, the whole performance aspect. I'm for all the great performers that are out there, you know, to give back in some way where they could help teach people or show them, you know, little tips on how to perform. If they are willing to learn, that's another thing
This is where we big up the legend Ricky T. Ricky T got tuned with Cripple and all.
Yes.
And he don't delay, he going out and he perform.
All.
Yeah.
You understand? So at least some programs where persons who are not too familiar or who could be a little stage shy, you know, to get a little tips on how to so at least we could have a better product. It's not really just for the person themselves, but the overall view of the competition,
right?
So that everything, you know, will be of a good standard. Right. So that's how I see it.
Makes sense.
All right, now I know you got people to thank. I know,
especially God.
You know what I mean? 11:28. She wants to big up the men and them that move in her life.
Big up y'all, the baby daddies and the daddies, yes.
So only the baby daddies were stressed. Let me tell you,
there's one or two little men that watch, but they were the main causes, you know.
Whenever you want to record sing, I love my baby daddy.
Oh, fuck.
Don't
even have a drop.
I love them for giving me my children.
Yeah, you.
I love you for giving me my children. That's all. You have nothing else about that.
You're ready to stop there.
For giving me the children. It's not keke at all, are you? You don't have that on record at all. You don't have that on record. You don't have that on record. You don't have it on record. You damn it on record.
Next thing I'm going to do before the interview finish, I'm going to encourage one of the baby daddies to record a groovy soca.
You have to give an answer, you. I already say you do it. You have to give the answer.
Number one or
number
two?
one? Number two, not in that.
Number two.
Who is number two? You ain't got a picture?
I do number two, yeah. I do number two.
Because when I see number two make right, I make it left.
She have a Oreo. She have a cream.
Oh, she have Oreo.
All them kind of things. I never do that.
A tea time.
A tea time. I like a tea time. Hey. That's why risk itself.
Tea time.
I want to go at my home. I'm not going to at my home. But I don't want to end the interview, but we absolutely have to
go. All good
Baby
things
girl,
must come to an end.
so much for coming. If you want to come tomorrow, you could come.
Hey, baby, I like too much for you.
But thank you so much. No, we need separate baby daddy interviews. Your baby daddies just really do things. I don't want it. Let me send him a picture there.
I cry.
So I hear him make a song for you. He can laugh.
You know that he going to laugh. Let me tell you this. They share that song.
Then he going to come here and sing Kato song. Let's continue.
I cry.
I cry. Lies. That's it.
So you're telling me, but that interview will never finish.
No.
So all the stories they're saying about you, that you are witch, you're doing this, you
and which is really just for the record. Because it's radio,
yeah, I know.
You have to change it. So you don't know the other word they use.
It's have the explicit right there. We just can't play it on radio. But so you're telling me that in both of these relationships that you absolutely hate these men now. Well, not hating that kind of way,
but yeah, I know.
Hate is a strong word.
Were you faithful to both of them in both of the relationships?
I was, for the most part.
I think I need to take a sip of Peter.
Bring it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
No,
bring it back on Friday.
Hello, I had this more for the first one and the second one.
Record says she can use it as representation.
Yes, completely faithful to the second one. The first one, however, it was everything you do me, I do you back. Oh! I had that type of mentality then. You know, as young girl, you know.
And if you do me, I do you.
Right. Check on the dance floor.
Hey!
How's that like? Come back.
No, a song I go and play there.
I go for a song, okay.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Correct. The second one, he had all of me. But the other one,
the first
one, what he do? Hit for it, you run for run. Hey.
Why?
Right now, baby daddy number one.
Diamond ring, I buy the girl phone, I buy the girl house and thing, but she not satisfied. She up with her dog.
That one not for me, okay?
Say not that.
That song is not for me. I didn't get the swings. You understand?
So when they taking the things back, it wasn't the first one that could have taken nothing back. No, he didn't give nothing.
He didn't give no, yo. Because he gave somebody else all the diamond ring and thing. I wasn't the one that got that, my love.
What?
You understand? Somebody else got that, and not me that make him cry. Is the other person.
That's what you call karma. That's what you call karma, right?
So that song is not. That one not for me. That one not for me. That one not for me.
Guys, I think we need to wrap it up.
Case closed.
If
we continue, we can need legal defense.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm not lying. Not that I was it right.
That's what you call a bad girl.
All I could do is ring that bell. Because he has to see me
No,
there.
but honestly, I mean, with every relationship, you know,
So,
they have all
yeah.
type of things going on, you know.
So he had no, you was horning him back.
Boy, woman
I
doesn't
made
know
it
when
known
woman
it.
on in them. Alright, that's the thing.
That was the point of doing it, for him to understand, don't interfere with me.
And he used to cry after.
I don't know what you was to do. That was about to keep all your feelings and don't let it out.
Hey.
That have nothing to do with me.
Yes, one of the final solution culture and finals.
You don't have your number you performing yet, right?
No, we have not done that as yet.
Girl, if you see I missed that performance, I get there.
Nah, we had to be there. The whole crew had to be there for that one.
I have an entire concept for this already.
I don't think y'all ever see me. I watching the camera straight. I don't think y'all ever see me like this, right? Yeah, boy.
Commercial break, guys.
Narrative, girl, big up God and
big up y'all.
Big up Flo.
And big up my dad. You know,
Flo
listen.
segment.
At the end of the day, if anything were to happen to any of them, I would probably be the first person to really check on them. At the end of the day, yeah, man, because I made sure that the children have a very good relationship with them. And you know, the second one we haven't reached to the point where I am with the first one yet, but it took us a while to come to where we are. You understand?
Everything
And
takes time.
that's something I always really wanted, and I always told him that we probably wouldn't work out together, but you see, friends and we'll be cool. I always saying that we'll be cool.
We cool. We are.
Cool as for we are. We
and
bridged it.
Pack are working is either lovers or friends.
Yeah, and the lovers part, no. With friends, yes, we okay with that. So you know, that's my G, as I say. We've worked over and worked around a lot of heavy issues, and we've gotten to a point where we're cool. The other one, we're still
Would you stay in a relationship where you're not sexually satisfied? Take a commercial break.
Oh, we are something else. No.
Commercial break. Bye.
I do it. No.
She answers still.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. She answers still. Guys, we gotta take a last question was just game thing. Seriously, just playing. But thank you so much, baby girl, for coming
Thank you
through.
for having me.
You are always welcome. If you don't
Thank
get me,
you.
try get Nigel and come through.
No problem.
Even if it's just to drink a Peter rum vibe, our
For
cabaret
sure.
is open. 11 to 12 every
It's
day,
only
and on a
Friday,
Friday 10 to 12, come drink with us.
So let's have a little barbecue chicken and thing.
Jaquan, we need to work on the barbecue
Yeah,
chicken.
little
We have our grill. We have our grill at the back there.
We do have a grill.
And which one of y'all grilling?
The Rasta.
Let me tell you that like a chicken here.
The Rasta
Let me tell you. The Rasta. Hey.
Y'all will never take that commercial break. Jaquan,
That's a Rasta. S-T-A-R. That's Rasta.